Hello dear viewers, this is Mary here. Welcome back to your channel for another episode of Monisha. So, last episode we finished up what can be considered a mini story arc, I guess you could say. It's the first time we've had back-to-back episodes directly related with each other. And in the episode we learned a little bit more about Safi as well. In particular, we learned that she comes from an assassin family, which is pretty cool, pretty neat. I like my woman strong and dangerous, right? And then, of course, we also know, or kind of learn, about her infatuation with Glynn, which, to be honest, came as a surprise to absolutely no one. But with all that being said, there are still questions as to the long-term prospects of this anime, right? Like, where exactly is it gonna go? That was a sort of a mini arc, if you will. How are we going to go for it with the story in terms of the future, right? Is it still gonna be like Monster Girl after Monster Girl after Monster Girl, or is there gonna be something more behind it? Well, let's see in this episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. No. Centaurs again, okay. Can't you guys use like a multi-harness or something? Okay, so I'm assuming this is dealing with the harpies they rescued from last episode. Mm-hmm. I mean, they can regrow those feathers, right? Like, I get they're supposed to be guards and all that, but can't they just, like, draw the carriage together and... Oh. Landslide. Oh, that was close. Where she hit? The lakes? Well, it's a good thing they have a doctor on hand, right? Although, how are they gonna transport her, though? That's the problem. So I guess they do the episodes do kind of build on to the same world, right? It's episodic, but not really too episodic. Loosely related, I guess you could say. And yeah, there's a harpy there as well. So, she's part of the girls. Illy wasn't. Celia. Yeah, and we do see her flying still as well. So, obviously she was cured later. Oh, this episode is actually centered on the centaurs. Hmm. Well, that solves the transportation problem. Damn, they have some pretty impressive carrying abilities. No, it's just a. Well, I can't really say it's just a sprain. Some sprains are super nasty. Like, potentially, you need to recover for months and months. Oh. Hot springs? Hmm. Oh. Literally, like, everybody is here for a health checkup. Because it was embarrassing. Swimming?
聞いているようです。
さあ、
ぶしつけな質問かもしれませんが、ケイさんとローナさんはどういうご関係なのですか？
あら、気になります？私たちは繊細孤児。
War orphans.
ですか。
The war of the humans?
長く傭兵家業を続けていたケンタウロス族には親を亡くした子を引き取る文化がございます。
Ah, they did mention that last episode, actually. The mercenary company mentioned that the Centaurs,
そして私を引き取り、
the Scythia family, was originally a mercenary organization.
あの日以来、お嬢様のために仕えるのが孤児であった私とケイの生きる意味です。ローナ、あら、お医者様。すみません、少し失礼しますわ。ローナったら探しましたのよ。一体こんなところで何をしてましたの？それはお医者様からケイの容体を聞いていました。お嬢様こそどこで迷子になられて？はあ、もう何を言っているの。迷子になったのはあなたの方。ちょっと目を離した隙にふらふらと。そんなことは。
So she's a bit of an airhead? What?
ローナがおかしいですわ。ローナったらこちらに来てから絵に描いたようなドジばかり。服は間違えるわ、髪はボサボサにしてしまうわ。
Just worried about Kane?
調味料を間違えるわ。指を怪我するわ。おかげでちゃんとした食事をとって。
Oh, so she's here too. Okay.
にドレッシングをかけただけなのですが。おかわり。それだけではありませんわ。佐藤佐との商談の時も的外れなことを言い出して仕事がまるで進みませんの。
そうなんですか。
そういえば佐藤佐とはどんな話を？実は我がスキュテイヤー運送で速さに特化し
So
た
have an air? Yeah, an air division. It would make sense, you know.
パイロットさんを雇い入れることが
Get the mermaids as well, and then you've got like all three of the channels. Air, land, and sea, water.
便利になりそうですね。大事な商談なんですの。なのにケイが怪我をしてしまって、ローナもなんだか様子がおかしくて。お医者様、ローナも見ていただけませんか？
ローナさんをですか。おそらくローナさんはケイさんを心配して上の空になっているんですよね。
十中八九そうかと思われますわ。
ではケイさんの捻挫が治るまで待つしかないかと。
それでは私が参ってしまいますわ。今まで何もかも全部ケイかローナがやってくれていたんですのよ。従者のいない生活なんて一人でやりなさい。ならばアルルーナ農園のブドウを使った最高級の白ワイン、年に10本しか作られない特別ヴィンテージもの差し上げますわ。ぜひやりましょう。
Stop it.
そうは言っても僕たちにできることは何も。
お医者様、私とケイ、ローナは幼い頃からまるで姉妹のように育ってきました。けれどやはり主君と従者です。私と分かち合えないこともケイとローナならば共有できたことでしょう。そこには私の入れない領域がありますの。ピサリアさんですからお願いですわ、お医者様。ローナをどうか。
あんまり持ってこなかった。
Since I went through all of this, it is possible that she actually is suffering from some.
全然。
Potentially?
そんなに難問ですか？
別に難しくはないよ。ローナさんが上の空なのはケイさんの怪我が原因。それだけのことなんだけどさ。問題はその原因を取り除くってことができないってことだよ。ケイさんの捻挫が完治するまでもう少しかかりそうだし。
んと別行動でも平然としてらっしゃいますね。
個人の性格の違いかな。
Maybe ask K first?
勇敢で武芸に長けているが、その一方でとても神経質、臆病な面もある。その性質を強く受け継いだのかも。
感じやすいのですね、ローナさん。先生、敏感な人であれば、それ相応の対処というものがありますよ。
対処って薬を使うわけじゃないよね。
そこまでする必要はありません。周囲が気になるのなら閉じ込めるだけ。
閉じ込める？
What?
ここだ。
ケンタウロスの成長教育、起こりうる疾患とその対処。先生、一体何をするつもりなんですか？ローナさんはもう成人女性ですよ。
Did what Safi have to say with trapping her inside have anything to do with what he's about to do?
ケイがいた。でもまさかケイがいないだけで自分がこんなにも役立たずになってしまうなんて。どうしよう、大丈夫かしら。お嬢様は将来スキュテイヤーを率いるお方。早く結婚して跡継ぎを。そうよ、お医者様なら。
Wow.
とてもお似合いなのに。ああ、やきもきする。ケイはいつ治るのかしら。あんなのんびりして私がいなくて平気なの？私がしっかりしないといけないのに、しっかりしなきゃ。
ローナさん。どうでしょう。落ち着きますか？
ええ、お医者様、とてもいいです。ええ、とてもいい。ローナ、大丈夫？
Just
はい、お嬢様。ああ、そうだ。単純な話だ。私にとって大事なのはお嬢様の
what? Sensory
約束したじゃない。
deprivation?
うまくいきましたね、目隠し。
うん。ローナさんに効果があるかはやってみるまでわからなかったけど、念のためこっちも使ってみよう。
Earplugs?
うまくいけばこれも一役買って。
Oh wait, on her mouth? Okay. So, the thing is she has a BDSM fetish?
足を伸ばしてください。
What?
そうです。
What?
大丈夫ですか？いえ、お医者様。むしろその方が。
Look at that. I mean, if you want to strangle her, just ask Safi to do it. She would gladly help. So it's like, can you do that to me too?
懲罰なんかに使われることもあるみたいだけどね。
懲罰。具合はどう？ローナ。ええ、とても落ち着きます。余計なことを何も考えなくて済みます。はい。視界も
Like, who thinks of these things?
お嬢様のことだけちゃんと見えますから。効果抜群ですね。
多分だけど、ローナさんの個性や趣味によるところも大きいのかも。
縛られるのが嬉しいということですか？
Yeah,
説明に困るな。
お医者様、
she's a
何を
doem.
言って申し訳ありませんでした。
A masochist.
心から。
Wait, does that mean that maybe Kay is a sadistic?
ねえ、ローナ。はい。以前、私の蹄のことをお医者様に相談したでしょ。あれね、とても嬉しかったんですのよ。あ、いえ、想定はまだ少
Mm.
いつまでも幸せでいてほしいとそう思っていますのよ。お嬢様。
And she's still bound, by the way.
先生、ちょっと気になったのですが、サリアさんはあの姿のローナさんを連れてハーピーの里を行き来したり、里を里交渉をするのですか？もちろん、どこまでもお供いたします。お嬢様。
Wow.
まさか、ローナにそんな趣味があったなんてね。ケイ、これはお医者様がしてくださったのよ。趣味というなら、お医者様の趣味よ。
Yeah.
そうだったの。
Glenn, why do you have this kind of equipment
私の怪我とローナの治療、
on you, Glenn?
お医者様。
代金ならティサリアさんから受け取っていますが。
全然足りませんよ。ねえ。お礼にどうぞ。好きにしてくださっていい？
Alright. Safi! Safi!
これはね、先生。むしろ、お嬢様のためなの。我らの文化では、従者は主の所有物。夫婦になれば、財産は共有します。従者は夫婦の共有財産となり、奥方の従者は、夫にも使えますの。
Ooh.
お嬢様がもしお医者様と結婚したら、私たちもまたお医者様の従者。
I'm just waiting for Safi to barge in and, like, I'll give them 15 more seconds.
今のうちに味見してくださっても構わないんですよ。既成事実さえ作ってしまえば、奥手なお嬢様も、お医者様は従者に手を出した責任。
Ah, okay. So that's what they're after.
ケイさん、ローナさん。
あらやだ、戯れですよ、お医者様。そうそう、本気になさらないで。でも忘れないでくださいな。私たちはお嬢様のためなら、どんなことでもするんですよ。いつの日か、私たちの主となる日、楽しみにしていますわ、お医者様。
Aw, so Safi didn't show up at the end. Alright. Well, I guess it wouldn't be really fair if someone bound up and someone injured. Wouldn't be a very fair fight, I guess. Anyhow, see you guys after this. Okay, so that was episode 5, and man, what a WTF episode that was. Like, I seriously did not, for once, even consider them to actually utilize this sort of setup in order to do this sort of fan service here, right? And here, this entire time, I was actually thinking, does she actually have, like, a long-term chronic disease, a mental disease, or something like that, or something more dark and serious like that? But no, in the end, it just turned out to be a farce anyways. Now, to be fair, when Safi was there mentioning about how, you know, you cut her off from all this, right? You cut her off from all the things that she's worrying about. I had the same sort of idea as well. There is this sort of treatment method called sensory deprivation, which basically means to basically it helps you relax, right? So you don't receive any kind of stimulus, no sound, no light, no smell, nothing at all like that. In essence, I think modern times it's more of like it's sort of like kind of like a spa, but not really. Full sensory deprivation would typically have you being put in a tank or a room, right, or a pod of some sort. And basically, once you get into there, it's soundproof, it's dark, and you're basically just supposed to get in there and relax, right? And supposedly, it does have medicinal benefits because you know, you're not worrying about anything else. You're just relaxing, staying calm, and resting, perhaps even sleeping, right? And to be honest, I'm actually quite interested in that as well, particularly in those in the kinds where, you know, there's these quiet rooms. I don't know if you guys can search this up on YouTube or whatnot, where it's like total silence, and you can even hear like you can totally hear your own heartbeat or the blood flowing through your veins or something like that. That's something that I do want to try out sometimes, just for the experience of it. So I can kind of get behind that sort of medicinal practice, right? So initially when he was putting on the blindfold, I was like, yeah, okay. It looks like a specific type of fetish, but still, I would reckon the next thing he's gonna do is maybe put on some mufflers or earplugs, or since the technology of this world is kind of weird, maybe earplugs, maybe headphones or something like that. But I certainly did not expect him to basically just take out an entire bondage kit here, which, I mean, I guess you could argue that there are some people who are conned by this as well, by satisfying this specific fetish. I'm not saying it's not possible. There are probably cases like this as well. It's just that I wouldn't necessarily expect the doctor to prescribe this kind of treatment or have this kind of tools on him, right? So, well, that came out of nowhere, and to me, actually, the funniest thing was actually seeing Safi's face whilst Glenn was doing all this, and she was like, "What the F are you doing, doctor?" that had to be the highlight for me, and I love Safi, right? And Nate, she's definitely by far my favorite character in her attitude, in a way that she's strong. She has this sort of cheekiness to her as well, right? And she loves alcohol, which is another plus for me. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for this episode, and I presume in the next one they are going to actually deal with the harpy, right? Probably what you call again, Illy. So we do see from the opening that she is also part of the team, if you will. And so next episode, since they're already here, they're probably going to carry on the treatment or whatnot of Illy, and indeed they will probably heal her so that she can fly again. So anyways, 5 episodes in, and even though each of these episodes have been more or less episodic with a monster girl of the week, if you will, but they have all been sort of kind of related with each other, and we do see recurring characters, right? So it seems that the story is continuously moving forward, but I don't know, maybe we'll have a bigger arc or bigger storyline before the end of this season. Maybe not. There are still 7 more episodes, right? So anything could happen. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this episode. Not really that much else to talk about here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, for all the wackiness that it had. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.